Sausage. Welcome to my sanctuary in summer, spring and early autumn. This is where I contemplate what I'm going to be doing in the day, generally, with a cup of tea, sausage dog on the lap. It just sets you up perfectly. So today I want to check to see how my garlic's coming along. I want to plant some spuds and I want to plant some onion sets, and I also want to plant the raspberry bush that I purchased yesterday, because this year this vegetable garden is going to be bountiful. Does anybody else have problems with squirrels and bird feeders? I love watching them eat the bird food, but when they steal the bird feeder, that starts becoming a little bit naughty. So yesterday our bird feeder went missing and I found it under a tree, and I'm going to try and catch them in the heist and try and show you guys as well. And now seed potatoes have been chitting in the kitchen for 3 to 4 weeks. I'd like a little bit more growth on them, but I just want to get them into the ground now. Because my compost isn't quite ready yet, I'm going to use some garden centre compost just so I can get my potatoes in on time, which just makes it a lot more convenient, and later on in the season I won't need any more bought compost. We'll use this whole bag in this bed. Now we want a lot of volume to the soil, because as the potatoes start breaking through the soil at the top to sprout leaves, we want to be able to cover them back up. This helps produce a lot more potatoes on different levels of the root system. So the more volume you can get above it over a month or two, the more yield you should receive, or you should get, from each potato. Right, those are all in, job done. That makes me really happy. Next job is onions. So we're doing a bit of an experiment this year with onions. So most people use sets to grow their onions in their vegetable gardens, which just mean that they're these little onion bulbs. They remind me of pickled onions, really. Those would be perfect for pickled onions, wouldn't they? The only downside is they are prone to bolting in high temperatures, because like a lot of alliums or bulbs, they are biannual, meaning they grow the bulb in the first year and then they want to seed in the second year. So if it gets too warm in summer, they'll flower, and that will ruin the bulb. We're going to grow onions in 3 different ways this year. We've already sown some onion seeds, which I've shown before, I think, but we're also going to give the onion sets a go. So we're going to, half of these onions, we are going to grow the sets inside the greenhouse for the first month, just to get them established in pots. And then after the month, after they're established, we're going to pop them into the garden. The other half, I'm going to plant directly into the soil and see if they work. And if they do, it's not necessary to keep them in the greenhouse for 2 months, and then we've got more space in the future for other bits that need to go in the greenhouse. Right, let's see what works the best. Sets outside in March, sets in the greenhouse in March, or starting from seed. Should be quite an interesting experiment. Right, last job gardening for today is finding a spot for our new raspberry bush. We've got plenty here already. Yeah, we've got 2 summers and 1 autumn. And I just had to buy another one. So where to pop this? You can see they're all popping up this year. So I think I'm gonna pop it over here, next to the blackberry. Let's get digging, put some compost down and put it in the bed. And that should be ready to get cracking. And put some nice compost in with it. Right, we've got our onions, potatoes and raspberries in. Really good day of work today outside in the garden, preparing for summer. We'll have plenty of raspberries this year to make some raspberry jam, raspberry coulis. Grant eats raspberries in his breakfast every morning. So, brilliant effort today. And now I'm going to pop into the kitchen and start preparing the rest of the beef cheek pudding for tonight. Should be a lovely dinner. Hope you follow us. See you later.